Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Oh boy, so who didn't believe me last time when I told you that this episode was going to be really fucked up? Yeah, so if you didn't believe me, I bet you're regretting that now. So this episode is one of those episodes that's just really hard to digest, and I'm actually a bit surprised that it didn't include all of Shigaraki's origins, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that kind of actually makes sense that it wouldn't, because this is just, it specifically is called Tenko Shimura's origin, not Tomura Shigaraki's origins. Because, yeah, that's the next episode. But this episode starts off with the battle continuing. Obviously, no big deal there. But the second half is dealing almost completely with Shigaraki's origins, which, like I said, they are messed up. The fact that he basically completely destroyed his family, and he was beaten by his father. Let's just be honest here, there is a lot of abuse there. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that he's dealing with, and then he gets this power that he just wants his family. He just wants to be near them. The first person he destroys is his puppy. The first person he kills is his little sister, who runs screaming after seeing what just happened. The next group is his grandparents and his mother. His mother is the only one who runs towards him. Even though she knows that she's gonna die, she runs towards him trying to comfort him. Like I said, it's fucked up. And you don't really... One of the reasons why I always say that reading horror in a manga is a lot better than watching it on an anime is because of the fact that the black and white just adds that little bit extra that just puts you on edge throughout the entire time, and it's devastating when it happens. It's terrible. But what you guys probably don't know is that they actually cut out a short little scene. A scene that only made it in the manga. And the anime just glossed right over that. Yeah. At the beginning of when they're dealing with Shigaraki's backstory, we get this one panel. It's barely there for you could easily just glance over it, not realizing it's even there. But there's this one moment where we see a man wearing a hat and wearing a suit who walks out. And the family and his mother, Shigaraki's mother, is apologizing for Shigaraki being quote-unquote rude. Yep, that's a thing. I don't know obviously, we're not supposed to know what happened. And then it continues back where the anime actually starts. That part of the story, where Tenko is being carried away. That scene has nothing really to do with anything, but it's a moment that I feel is important for people to understand in the anime. This is not a police officer, first off. This is just some man. And, we all know who it is. Or at least you should be able to figure out who it is. This is Shigaraki, aka All For One. This is the first moment that we meet him. The first the very first moment where we meet him. And this is just after this is some point close to a big battle. This is before, obviously, a lot of big things happen, but at the same time, it's before Deku's time. There's a lot to unpack here, and I can't really go into all of it, but this is All for One. 100%. And the thing about this is that this is as far as I'm aware, this is after Shimura is dead. Excuse me. Anyways, this is after Shimura is dead, and he has tracked her family down. And with that, he is using that information to cause the most pain possible to All Might, who may never find out about this information. He has no idea. He doesn't know what's going to happen exactly. But it shows just how calculating this maniacal monster truly is. Because in this moment, in the manga, Koki Horikoshi is hinting at something that will probably only get revealed at the very end. All for One orchestrated everything. In this moment, he has just removed whatever quirk, or possibly didn't remove the quirk, that Tenko was supposed to get. And he just never found out about it because no one ever told him about it. But in this moment, he has given him the quirk that destroys everything. This is the moment where Shigaraki is born. He hasn't yet unlocked his quirk, and may take a little while. But that's fine for All for One. He's planning. He's getting things set up. He's getting ready to continue his dream. Continue his work. So he causes destruction. Obviously, some chaotic moments occur. No big deal. We'll talk. That whole thing is happening, and that's basically the episode. But in this moment, we are seeing instantly that All for One has been planning everything. He has given this kid a quirk to destroy everything that these heroes have stood for. This is the moment of pure destruction. This is the moment where Tenko Shimura will no longer ever live a normal kid's life. This is the moment his life is ruined. And it's only going to get worse. All for One plans to use him for evil means. And what comes next is honestly awful. You've already seen a part of what happens, but soon, in the next episode, we are going to see how this actually plays out. How All for One manipulates a little boy who just lost his entire family into becoming an evil, maniacal person, bent on world destruction, planning to destroy everything, planning to hurt people just because he likes it. This is when Shimura's legacy is over, save for the people that she really had a connection with. Her other family, Gran Torino and All Might. This is the true origins. This is the end for Tenko Shimura. Or at least it might be. Who knows? We still have quite a ways left to go before this series is over. But I, for one, am super excited to see how this story continues. Obviously, I already know what's going to be happening over the next few episodes, but I'm honestly really hoping that you guys are as excited as I am for what's going to continue to happen. Now, you might be asking yourselves, okay, so what about these last few episodes? What's going to be there? Well, first off, we already know that this is going to go into the actual battle. Probably the first half will be Shigaraki's origins, where we see just how much All for One screwed with him. And then after that, we'll get to see the rest of the story and see the conclusion of this arc. So that remains to be seen. What's the last episode gonna be? And that remains to be seen. Honestly, it could be anything. It could just be a continuation of the story, finishing it off, getting it done, and moving on to the next arc. But it could also be an anime-only episode. We've had 2 so far. Could we get a 3rd one? Who knows? I, for one, would be super ecstatic to see that. And, of course, soon we'll see more and more story as the story unfolds for this amazing anime. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. Of course, if you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. And of course, if you guys haven't yet, please make sure to check out our Spotify and listen to the awesome music that we've created. And there might be something new coming down the line. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. But on!